18 more times in that game in just 5 more innings. 1-0. A game that had 2 6-run innings and 2 4-run innings. Swing and a miss by Kendall. 1-1. Kendall, slow roller, tough play for Renteria, and he makes a very nice play as they retire the side, but the Rangers get 4 on 5 hits to the bottom of the first. Rangers up by 4. It is the American League Divisional Series Game 3. As we look at the lineup for the Indians, they will lead off with Shin-Soo Choo. Then it's Grady Sizemore in center. Sukol Ryu is behind the plate. Then it's Travis Hafner. Leslie Herman is the DH. Carlos Lee is in left. Edgar Renteria then follows. Then Argenis Reyes at second. And Herman Duran is at third. We look at that lineup. 5 straight lefties against Mr. Keelik De La Torre on the mound for the Rangers. And, well, coming in since he came into the big leagues against Tampa Bay a couple months ago, he's been nothing but dominant. 6-0 with an under 2 ERA. And again, we look at, it's not this season, it's this postseason in his first start. There's only walk 6 coming in. The Rangers defensively, you got Bradley, Hamilton, and Murphy in the outfield. Young, Tuiasa, Sopo, Kinsler, and Davis is your infield. And your battery mates, Jason Kendall and Keelik De La Torre. Shin-Soo Choo leads it off, who drove in the game-winning run in Game 1 off Cornelius Gindel. Gindel, of course, pitched 2 innings after Ryan Rowland-Smith pitched 9 shutout innings, but again, still had to play on as the Rangers were unable to get a run in that game. Fouled away by Choo. Usually it's Grady Sizemore that is the leadoff hitter, but Sizemore struggled, giving Choo a chance, and he delivers. After 4 runs in the top of the inning, the Indians start with the leadoff hitter on. Now that is, of course, 1/4 of what Kinsler did to lead off the top of the inning, as the Indians look to jump right back in. In that game that the Rangers scored 22, Grady Sizemore hit a first-inning homer. One thing that Sizemore isn't known for is his power. He was able to hit 17 homers during the season. I know that doesn't sound a lot to some guys, but you're talking about a leadoff hitter. Sounds like a lot. Down low to Sizemore. De La Torre has that sweeping curve that is just downright nasty. And there it is, but it misses 2-0. Ryan Gonzalez is your home plate umpire in Game 3. Sizemore hits it to center. Back is Hamilton, and he makes the catch. That is in the worst possible place for a hitter to hit it here in Cleveland. Right to dead center. So 1 down, and that'll bring up Ryu. And it was Victor Martinez that got the start in Game 2. Ryu got the start in Game 1. Martinez went 0 for 4 in that game against Matt Belisle. Fouled away. Rangers have only given up 1 run on their starters in 17 innings pitched. Well, that'll change right there as Ryu hits it to left. It's 4-2. Well, right when I say the starters have only given up 1 run, let's change that to 3. Ryu hits it the other way to left center, and he just torched that one. So that brings up Travis Hafner, who's been a Ranger killer during the season, but really the worst he's done is have a double back in Game 1 that just left him on base with 2 outs. Strike one. The first game that Hafner played against the Rangers this year hit 2 homers off Matt Belisle in that, what would you say, the most remarkable game of the year still. Inside 1-1, where the Indians scored 5 in the top of the 9th. Rangers came back with 4 in the bottom of the 9th to win 9-8. 2-1. Della Torre having problems, but again, still a rookie. Came into the majors in August when the Rangers and the Rays met up in Tampa. 3-1. But really, his only problems have come against Seattle. He's had 2 starts against the Mariners and has given up 9 runs combined. Fouled away. Full count with 1 out. There's that big knuckler that Della Torre has, and it's foul. Pretty shy about using it. And that time he uses it and Hafner walks. So the first 4 men in this bottom of the first, 3 of them have reached. 1 of them has hit it to deep left center. Here's Leslie Herman. We sensing another 9-8 game. Strike one to Herman. Leslie Herman, the American League All-Star starting second baseman, as he fouls it away. Normally is a DH, but his primary position at second base usually tends to play first. When Hafner has that mini day off, it's 1-2. Herman, 28 homers on the year in just his rookie year. Herman with a grounder, that's a base hit. Hafner, a big guy, moving to third. And almost tagged him out was Michael Young. So Carlos Lee comes to the plate. A lot of potential designated hitters for this Cleveland team. We got Lee back when he was with the Astros as their normal DH when the Astros would play interleague games. As moving is Herman, and he's got himself a stolen base. And now the tying run is at second after the Rangers scored 4 in the inning. And watching this, you're figuring, how can the Rangers and the Indians combine to score 1 run in 11 innings in Game 1? Up high, 1-1. Rangers at the end of the season had a .370 batting average, best in the majors, obviously, 1-2. Drove in the second most runs, only Boston drove in more. Another foul by Carlos Lee. That one is in the dirt. Nice block by Kendall. It's not 2-2. You do have first base open, but a ball in the gap. Score 3, as that is foul. Indians have not yet, before this game, have hit 1 out. That one's foul. Since that 22-3 game. They lost the second game of that series here in Cleveland by a score of 15-4. And then the Indians won 1-0. That 1-0 game, if you look at the season series between the Rangers and the Indians, it just seems like an outlier. Doesn't make sense. There's a grounder. That's fair. And the Indians have moved into within 1. It's 4-3.